It's March 3rd, 2026, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxel, and it has been a lousy last few weeks to be a murderous autocrat. Which I hope none of you are, because we can't afford to lose any more viewers. President Donald Trump surprised the world by ordering a series of attacks on Iran that, as of this video, has yet to end. We're starting to think that perhaps President Trump is not living up to the long and storied tradition of the FIFA Peace Prize. According to Trump's scorecard, he has solved 8 wars and started 1, and has pleasured over 10,000 women. The attacks killed Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and left the country without a clearly defined leader. Fortunately, Iran's Supreme Council has a plan. They'll choose whoever wins Iran's new talent competition, Iranian Idol. Similar to the selection of a new pope, you can tell when the Iranian Supreme Council has selected a new supreme leader when a plume of black smoke appears after the building they were meeting in is bombed into rubble. For their part, the Iranian people are dancing in the streets to celebrate the removal of the murderous supreme leader and his henchmen. However, the mullahs have been in power and repressing their people since 1979, so the only dances they still know are the Hustle, YMCA, and the Disco Chicken. Trump stated the progress in his war on Iran is ahead of schedule, way ahead of schedule. It was supposed to happen this summer, but you people kept talking about Epstein, so I moved it. Don't talk about Epstein, but do get me a Diet Coke. Trump's lengthy State of the Union address is, well, it's still going on, even as we speak. Trump, usually seated with eyes closed so he can think, surprised his critics by standing for the State of the Union. White House insiders say Trump spent the morning of the State of the Union having his cankles drained. Procter & Gamble retired brand mascot Mr. Clean after nearly 70 years. A company spokesperson said the first 3 months of this year convinced Mr. Clean that there are some messes that even he cannot clean up. Are you going to miss Mr. Clean after he's gone? What brand mascots of the past do you think they should bring back? Let us know in the comments below. And speaking of dirty, filthy messes, we have live shows coming up at Lionheart Theater here in Atlanta to celebrate our 25th anniversary. Yay! Those shows will be on April 25th and June 27th. Tickets are not on sale yet, but stand by. We'll also be doing a few sketches as part of Whole World's Laughtopia variety show on March 27th. Tickets for that show are not on sale yet, but be standing by. We also have some classes for you to take a look at, including Intro to Sketch Writing, so go to sketchworkscomedy.com and, take a look at them. And while you're here, before you go to sketchworkscomedy.com, please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and like this video and share it with your friends. I think that's it for our gratuity. Turning to sports, Atlanta Braves designated hitter Jurickson Profar is facing a suspension for the entire 2026 season after testing positive for performance-enhancing drugs. Now, this comes after he was suspended for half of last season after testing positive for performance-enhancing drugs. At the time of his 2025 suspension, the Braves said they were, quote, hopeful Jurickson will learn from this experience. He did not. Unless he learned a better way to take performance-enhancing drugs. The Ornithology Department of the Federal University of Amazonas, or UFAM, reports Amazon birds appear to be vanishing. But don't worry, do not worry. Our experience with Amazon tells us they'll provide a 100% refund on missing items. Canada and India are looking to finalize a trade deal by the end of the year. India hopes that by that point, they will have figured out something Canadian they'd be interested in trading for. Rush albums, French-Canadian Les Call Centers, Seth Rogen? No, not Seth Rogen. Staying in Canada, 69-year-old. Nice. Canadian attorney Brian Reeve is donating $10 million Canadian to a Toronto OCD treatment center. 25% of the money will go to structural renovations. 25, 25, 25. Another 25% to landscaping renovations. 25, 25, 25. And 50% is to be used as financial aid for disadvantaged OCD sufferers. 25, 25, 25, 25. Now I have to go wash my hands for 25 minutes. 25, 25. Much better now. Trial has started for Misty Roberts, the 43-year-old former mayor of DeRidder, Louisiana, who was caught by her kids having sex with a 16-year-old boy at an alcohol-fueled pool party. Misty, next time you're having an alcohol-fueled pool party in DeRidder, Louisiana, call me. In an interview with Page Six, musician and television presenter John Tesh spoke about the time he and Oprah Winfrey dated while they were both working in Nashville, Tennessee, and the odd looks they would get from Nashvillians whenever the two ventured out in public. The same odd looks he now gets when he goes out with that haircut. Tesh looks like he's ready to do a one-man show about Marshall Applewhite. In Italy, a 1551 copy of Egyptian astronomer Ptolemy's book Almagest was discovered to have handwritten notes made by Italian astronomer Galileo Galilei, made sometime around 1590. An excited team of historians immediately went to work on deciphering the ancient notations and discovered the majority of them simply say, Ptolemy sucks. Galileo also maps out plans for a state-of-the-art data center in Florence. And several entries are simply, all a work and no a play make a GG a dull a boy. He also talked a bit about jumping over Goombas. That's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxel. Say hi to your mom for me, especially if she's the former mayor of DeRidder, Louisiana.